Most people believe you feel bad because something bad happened. CBT offers a more precise diagnosis. You feel bad because of what you tell yourself about what happened. That distinction between events and interpretations is the foundation of one of the most studied psychological interventions in history. Over 400 randomized controlled trials, more than 50,000 patients. The evidence is unambiguous. Cognitive behavioral therapy works. This video is about why and how. The CBT model is built on a triangle. Events don't create feelings directly. Events trigger thoughts. Thoughts trigger feelings. Feelings drive behaviors. And behaviors loop back to influence both thoughts and feelings. When you get cut off in traffic and feel rage, the rage isn't from the car. It's from the automatic thought. That driver disrespected me. Aaron Beck, the founder of CBT, called these automatic thoughts preconscious evaluations that fire so fast they feel like facts. They aren't. When you're anxious, your automatic thoughts catastrophize. When you're depressed, they condemn. The mind creates a story, then lives inside it as though it's reality. CBT gives you tools to examine that story. The thought record is CBT's core tool. When a difficult emotion arises, write down the situation, the automatic thought, the emotion and its intensity, 0 to 100. Then the critical step, examine the evidence. What's the evidence for this thought? What's the evidence against it? What would you say to a close friend who had this exact thought? This process, cognitive restructuring, is not positive thinking. It's not replacing negative thoughts with positive ones. It's replacing distorted thoughts with accurate ones. CBT demonstrates a 42% response rate versus 19% in control conditions. More importantly, the skills learned persist after treatment ends. Unlike some medication effects, the brain learns to examine itself. That is a permanent cognitive tool. You can start with one thought record today. Pick the last time you felt a strong, negative emotion. Write the situation in one objective sentence. Write the automatic thought that arose. Rate the emotion from 0 to 100. Then write the evidence for and against the thought. Write a more balanced, evidence-based interpretation. Re-rate the emotion. Most people find the intensity drops meaningfully, not because the situation changed, but because the thought did. 5 minutes, 1 page. The research on CBT shows benefits compound with repetition. Each thought record is a rep. With enough reps, cognitive restructuring becomes automatic. A new default of mind that runs beneath conscious awareness, catching distorted thoughts before they escalate. CBT has been validated in 409 randomized trials covering depression, anxiety, OCD, PTSD, eating disorders, and chronic pain. Its benefits are durable. Patients show continued improvement at follow-up assessments, not just at treatment end. The core insight is both ancient and scientific. You cannot always control what happens, but you have far more influence over what you make of it than you currently believe. That space between the event and your interpretation is where CBT lives, and with practice it grows. You can work with a CBT-trained therapist, use structured workbooks, or begin with a single thought record today. The skill is the same regardless of format. It is worth building.